Aquí sí que ha baixat, eh?
Hi ha persones?
In the early hours of Saturday, July 12th, 2025, a powerful high-altitude weather system parked itself over northeastern Spain, unleashing torrential rain, hail, strong winds, and sudden flash flooding. This type of system is known as a DANA, a Spanish acronym that stands for Isolated Depression at High Levels. It's basically a pocket of cold air trapped high in the atmosphere that collides with warm, humid air near the ground. The result? Explosive storms. While DANAs are not unusual in Spain, especially in spring or fall, this one hit in the middle of summer, and it hit hard.
Les taules de quiròfan.
The storm has impacted multiple regions, but Catalonia, Aragon, Navarra, and the Valencian community have borne the brunt. Let's start with Catalonia, where the Spanish Meteorological Agency, AMET, issued a red alert, the highest level possible, for the province of Barcelona and parts of Tarragona. In some areas, over 90 millimeters of rain fell in just 1 hour. That's more than a month's worth of rain in a matter of minutes. High-speed train services were suspended. Roads were submerged. And emergency services were overwhelmed with more than 500 calls. Firefighters responded to over 150 rescue and drainage operations, pulling stranded people from flooded cars and basements. In Aragon, the alert level was initially red as well, but was later downgraded to orange as the storm moved eastward. Still, cities like Zaragoza, Pedrola, and Figueruelas saw flash floods, heavy hail, and significant power outages.
Боже мой!
Там повыше на да, туда в ту сторону. Там горочка пойдет.
The UME, Spain's military emergency unit, was deployed to assist with flood control and evacuations. Roads, such as the A22, had to be closed due to landslides and water accumulation. Farther south, in the Valencian community, cities like Valencia, Castellón, and Alicante were placed under orange alert. In Valencia, the city shut down public parks, beaches, cemeteries, and even canceled part of its beloved Feria de Julio festival. The threat of hailstorms, high winds, and lightning made any outdoor activity too dangerous to continue. So, why is this happening now? After all, Spain is known for hot, dry summers, not deadly downpours. According to meteorologists, the culprit is the abnormally warm waters of the Mediterranean Sea. The sea surface is acting like a fuel tank, loading the atmosphere with moisture. When the cold air of a DANA moves in, it's like dropping a match into gasoline. The result? Extreme and rapid storm formation. These violent summer storms used to be rare. But with rising global temperatures and shifting climate patterns, events like this may become a regular feature of the Mediterranean summer. The scenes coming out of these regions are shocking. In Barcelona, Streets were submerged under water so deep, some pedestrians had to wade waist-high just to get to safety. Video clips show shopkeepers trying to push floodwater out of their stores as water gushes in from the front doors. In Zaragoza, heavy hail coated entire streets in white, damaging crops and denting cars. Emergency vehicles struggled to move through flooded roads, and many small towns were cut off from the main highways. In Valencia, residents spoke of sudden walls of water slamming through neighborhoods. One resident described it as a flash flood that came from nowhere, flooding garages and ground-floor homes in minutes. And across all affected regions, one concern loomed large: the rising rivers. Many of Spain's rivers, especially in the Ebro basin, have already reached worrying levels. Officials fear that continued runoff from the mountains and urban areas could worsen the flooding over the next 24 hours. Local governments have sprung into action. Emergency alerts were sent directly to phones via SMS. City councils closed vulnerable areas and suspended events. And in the worst-hit zones, military units were deployed to help evacuate homes, clear roads, and reinforce flood barriers. The Spanish Meteorological Agency, AEMET, continues to issue real-time updates and is urging citizens to stay indoors, avoid flooded streets, and not drive unless absolutely necessary. The good news? This Dana is not expected to last much longer. By Sunday, July the 13th, high pressure from the Atlantic is forecast to push the storm out of Spain and restore more stable weather. However, the damage is already done, and the full extent may not be known for days. Cleanup operations will begin as waters recede. And for many, especially those who have lost property or face insurance hurdles, recovery will take much longer. Our thoughts are with everyone affected by this weekend's storms. To the first responders, volunteers, and everyday citizens helping neighbors and strangers alike, thank you.
Esa cantina se aguanta.